Welcome to the Jewish world. We are very lucky to have today Tamar Zeitlin from Israel. You may have seen Neturey Karta at the protests and in different places, but she saw things from both sides. She has been the mother of five inside the world of Neturey Karta. She worked as an artist creating materials, some might say propaganda for Neturey Karta, and then her life took a change. She became much more Zionist. She sent her children to the army. One of her sons just graduated a officer's course in the IDF. Another son already finished the service. Three of her sons served in the IDF, and we're going to speak with her about that transformation from Neturei Karta to sending her children to the IDF. She's also an extraordinary artist, and she's the own. You can follow her at Jewish Painting and Zeitlin's Gallery. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. Hi. So my name is Tamar Zeitlin. I'm an Israeli artist. I'm 40 and I'm married. And I am a mother of six children.
Oh wow.
Yes. So my life didn't look like this for a few years ago. We lived in the Neturei Karta community in Ramat Bet Shemesh Bet. It's the neighborhood who the Neturei Karta lives. And my husband studied Torah at the Kollel of Neturei Karta. And in the rest of the time, he participated in demonstrations against Israel. I had also a part in the community because I illustrated the paintings in the books that explain the all ideas against Israel. So it was very different for now.
Wow. And how has that transformation been for you, for the children? If I can ask, I'm sure there's many practical levels to this, but sort of on an ideological level. So if you're illustrating things for Neturei Karta and now you're Zionist, how is that transformation? How are you thinking about Israel? How are you thinking about Zionism? What changed? And what do you maybe want to share with the world about that thought process?
I think it's actually a change from hate to love, and it didn't happen in one part. It takes a few years, and I became more Zionist after the October 7th.
Wow.
And, I was very scared about what happened here in Israel. We lose a cousin in Kfar Aza,
Wow.
and it was exactly when my oldest son go into the army.
Mhm.
So in the first thought that came to my mind was to run away. But because my children start to get education from it's called here Chinuch Mamlachti and not anti-Zionist education.
Mhm.
They ask me, "What, Mom? You don't love our country?" So we stay here, and three of them start to serve the army in these years. And also it bring me to ask myself question about how I love my country. And the result was to start paintings, a lot of arts that express my proud to be a part of this place.
Wow. I looked at some of the stuff in your gallery. It's beautiful and it's just so much about Israel. The map of
Yes.
Israel, the Star of David, and just to go from Neturei Karta anti-Israel materials to stuff, it's just such an incredible transformation. What would you say to people who are still in Neturei Karta and still have those negative thoughts towards Israel? What are they missing out on?
When we meet them, there is a conversations with the curiosity,
Right.
especially between the children. They got the same education that my children got when we were apart there. But
Mhm.
they have the natural curiosity to ask
Mhm.
questions what do you do in the army and why do you go there? And if you get money when you go there.
Hmm.
So it's a very interesting conversation between the children.
Wow. We sometimes in America definitely we see the Neturey Karta at the protest. You go to every year in New York, there's the Israel Day parade, and in what way do you think there's maybe a difference between the way we see Neturei Karta and the way they see themselves? Because the way we see them is they're out against the Jewish community, especially outside of Israel. It's such a different dynamic, meaning we're surrounded with anti-Semites and all kinds of things, and they're usually siding with our enemies. Uh, how do you think that differs from Neturei Karta in Israel, and what more should we know? Are they really when they come, are they doing it to spite us? Are they doing it to hurt our feelings? Are they doing it to side with our enemies? What motivates them? I know there's a lot of questions there, but just give us a better understanding of what's going on, what are we missing, and what are they missing? Because you have the perspective of both sides. You've been on both sides of this.
Yes, you're right. I don't know the community abroad, only here in Israel. I hear that the community in the USA are more extremely against the Zionist idea because here the people lived here, and
Hmm.
even they don't want to enjoy the money of the country and not take nothing. There is things that they enjoy, like the roads and the healthcare system. So it's a little bit different from the community abroad. Um, but from my eyes, I can understand both sides. Uh, I think they want to save the people of Israel in their way.
Hmm.
But now in these days, I understand that the way that they think bring bring wars and not
Wow.
better for the people in Israel because the anti-Zionist, uh, anti-Semitic people,
Anti-Semites.
anti-Semitic people used their behavior against us. But I don't know if they are open to hear because they think that we are wrong.
Hmm.
And so I cannot change the world, but I try through my art to show the experience that I have there, uh, because maybe I cannot change the world, but I can bring less hate in the world.
Wow. Beautiful. I love what you said about Zionism being about love and building, and anti-Zionism is often just the ideology of hate. How do you take that love in Zionism and express it in your art? And have there been any stories of your art being this this human interaction of love and people saying, "Wow, Israel is so beautiful." In what ways did you see a positive impact of your art and Israel coming together?
Yes, because I think that if you go with hate, you can't do in what subject you go with hate, you can't bring good. You can do changes, good changes. S- and with my art, I have a artwork in the frame of in the like the Israel map, and
Hmm.
I design in it like psukim from the
Hmm.
Tehillim
Hmm.
about peace and
Mm.
blessing, um, because I think Israel is the blessing of the whole world.
Wow, beautiful. Oh, I guess if you can, I know this is not something you believe in, but what are they thinking is going to happen if Israel disappears? I mean, we know that if Israel disappears for a minute, uh, October 7th will be, uh, repeating itself many times over. What's going through their minds when they advocate against Israel? But like you said, the ones in Israel probably have a better understanding of what's going to happen, uh, than the ones who are living in America. But what are they thinking is going to happen if Israel disappears?
they believe that all the bad things that happened to the Israeli people happened because of the Zionists, and they believe if Israel will appear, what will be good.
And the
But
Palestinians will be nice to them, Hamas will be nice to them.
yes, and this is the part that I understand that it can be because before Israel was,
Hmm.
uh, we have a lot of troubles in the world.
Right.
So this, yes.
Wow. I'm just wondering, did you get to? I feel like this is something that needs to happen, and if it didn't happen yet, it's going to happen after we talk. Did you get to connect to other Jewish artists in the world? Is there this kind of Zionist artists conference collaboration? Have you seen some sort of interaction, especially after October 7th, between Jewish artists around the world, Zionist artists?
I don't know. I don't know other artists in the world. I won't know them, and because of them, I learn English.
Hmm.
I didn't study English in my school, only Yiddish and Hebrew.
Hmm.
Hebrew in the street and
Hmm.
and Yiddish in school. So I teach myself uh, to to know how to do it. And also, I paint a series of paintings that describe my life there. And I
Hmm.
hope to take all my paintings and can visit the USA and
Hmm.
tell my story there.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, and I think here we're going to start the Zionist Artist Collective. But it's definitely something that's very much needed because the world of art has become, in many ways, anti-Semitic. That we see it, unfortunately, the graffiti in many cities, and so there's a lot of anti-Semitic art, and it's good to know that there's also some art of constructive. That's not hate. That's trying to build something. Have
Yes,
you? Yeah.
I think the anti-Semitic people didn't came here to Israel to see how we live together and how what they heard is only lies. And I invite them to come here and see the truth.
Look, I mean, if you saw the light and you embrace Zionism, there's no reason they don't. I'm just curious, did you encounter other people from the Neturey Karta world who also made the journey from Neturey Karta to the IDF to becoming Zionist? Have you seen anybody else take that path?
Not exactly Neturei Karta, but I know people that was anti-Zionist from other communities that changed their mind, and we are friends.
Wow. And do you see that change? Because there's a lot of talk now, especially with Israeli elections coming up. There's a lot of talk in the Haredi world, or not inside the Haredi world, also from the Jewish community. What is going to be with the Haredi world not being Zionist and not serving in the army? Do
Mhm.
you see any big changes coming in terms of the way not just Neturei Karta, but the broader Haredi world sees the state of Israel and sees Zionism? Are you optimistic about that?
I don't know what to say, and I thank God that I'm not the prime minister in Israel.
Hmm.
And I think maybe they need a different army because they don't want to be involved with the secular
Hmm.
soldiers, and they want to stay Haredim. So maybe we need to build them a different army, and then they can volunteer there.
Hmm. But in terms of how they see Israel, you don't see that changing.
They want to keep the Haredim community. So this is the top of the values.
Got it. You know, it's interesting. I just spent Shabbos in New Hampshire. There's like a vacation city there, and it's where the Satmar Rebbe goes on vacation.
The
And
Satmar,
yeah, and
there is two Satmars Rebbe.
there's two. This is, I think, Rabbi Aaron from Kiryas Yol, and it's a great place. Highly is good. Highly recommended vacation. And I go there, they have a shul, and I walk in with a t-shirt that says Israel and a baseball hat that says Israel. And
Okay.
hugs and kisses. We're all
Yes.
friends. We all sit and eat cake together. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And, you can walk in there however you want. But part of it is because people are on vacation and it's New Hampshire and there's so much kosher food and there's so much you have to get a minyan, so you have to work together. And as I'm there, I'm wondering how nice would it be if we would if every place could be New Hampshire, right? If every
Mm.
Satmar shul I can walk in with an Israel shirt, and every guy who's a Satmar Chassid can go into a place that's staunchly Zionist, and
Yeah.
we can somehow it's a dream, but somehow we can all get together. Is there ever a case where you see Satmar in America, or probably not Neturey Karta in America, but is there ever a time that you see them bringing moderation and understanding to the Haredim or Neturey Karta in Israel? Do you think that a more is there anything you see bringing more tolerance, understanding, people getting along?
It's a good question, especially because Satmar is not like Neturei Karta. Satmar's people are different. They sent a gift for the soldiers here
Wow.
when it was the war. And I think we need to see the men and not the community.
Mm-hmm.
To,
Wow.
because if you see someone and you think that you know his ideas and you know him what he thought, you need to come with open mind to hear what he think, what he likes, who is his family, and you were surprised.
Yeah. I'm just wondering because a lot of your role here is as a mother. How is it to as just you're not only transforming from anti-Zionism to Zionism, but as a mother, you're going from raising children to be, Hasidic, ultra-Orthodox, Neturei Karta, to raising them to serve in the IDF. How's that transformation as a mother?
For now, I'm not a grandma. Even I 14, 40.
Wow.
Uh, yes, my sisters are grandma in this age.
Wow.
Yes, married. I got married 17 years old. So now I have a son is 22. Uh,
Wow.
and in this age, I had three children. So it's very different. And I'm happy that all the life is open for him. And he will have time to get married and to have children. You don't need to do it
Hmm.
17 years old. There is time for
Hmm.
everything. But I have concern, like I'm worried because I'm
Hmm.
a mother of soldiers now.
Hmm.
Yes, even when they go to the bus stop, I told them stay behind the bus stop because you wear your form
Uniform. Yeah.
uniform, and I'm afraid about him. So
Wow.
yes, especially it's different in what time, but now it's okay. It's a little bit quiet, but when it start the war, I'm very scared and I don't sleep like
Hmm.
the rest of the all mothers in Israel.
Hmm.
Uh, and I don't worry about shidduchim.
And that makes things easier.
Yes, I don't need to find them
Wow.
Caliph.
Wow. So that's right out of Shtisel there. It's like
Yes,
it's funny when my wife and I we got married a bit older, and when we didn't have children, I'm speaking to a Hasidic man that I'm friends with, and we were working on community affairs, and he asks, we didn't have any children, and he asks me, "Did you marry off any of your children?" And I felt bad telling him that no, I didn't. So yeah, it's like the gap there between what's expected of a mother in Neturei Karta versus a mother of an IDF soldier. It's like
yes.
each one has its uniquenesses, and but it sounds like
Mhm.
you're an amazing mother, and a mother is a mother, no matter what. You're a good Jewish mother who's always worried
Yes,
whether that you're.
I'm not a less Jewish mother now.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
just amazing. Uh, just one final word to the world about the art that you do. Again, I'm reminding everyone, Tamar is at uh, Jewish-painting.com and on Instagram, Jewish Painting. What's coming for you? What do you have to say about the art that you're planning on doing, that you have already, and maybe even a US tour or visit? What message do you have to the about the art that you're making?
So I live, my gallery is in Sur Adasa, it's next Jerusalem. So
Hmm.
most of my paintings are about Jerusalem in a lot of point of views. And you can find also Gedolim paintings, like portraits.
Hmm.
And I sent it to the USA and to Canada.
Wow.
A- and also artwork, metal artwork
Hmm.
uh, about Jerusalem,
Wow.
Beit HaMikdash, and the map of Israel. You can look in the website, you can see all of them.
Wow. I'm just curious because that idea of pictures of Gedolim, which are part of a world in some cases that you're not part of, do you
Yes.
still feel connected to that world in some ways? Would you have like pictures of the Satmar Rebbe? Like how does making art about, that world feel to you?
I don't have a painting of the Satmar Rebbe. I have another other Rebbes. I feel connected because this is my past. I can't cut myself from them, and I still connected. And but I think about them other things. I see the good middles that they
Hmm.
have. I don't know how to say it in English
No, Midos is good. Good character.
and how they can show us how to their behavior was very nice in the world. They carry to the Jewish people, um, but I don't see them like I think in the past I thought them like heroes,
Hmm.
and now good Jewish people.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, Tamar Zeitlin, thank you so much for your time, and I'm gonna look up some more of your art. Truly amazing, and what a story. Keep up the good work, and we have to also thank your sons for keeping Israel safe.
Thank you for the opportunity to tell my story. It's my
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thanks.